continue to be impressed by you, my man. I truly appreciate our friendship, and you know, we're working on some things together and just trying to figure out, you know, how we can just kind of be there for one another. I want to end on this. I want to get your thoughts. I had posted something recently on I don't know, maybe, yeah, Facebook, about just why is it that everyone seems to want to do things on their own? It's like I need to walk away from you and find like this bus that's already moving, or this train is already moving, and like jump on this thing. And it's like, why can't we sit together, figure out how to build our own thing together? And um and it may not be moving as quickly right away, but it'll get there if you just, you know, the importance of like community. You talked about it before, earlier at the beginning of this, the importance of like collaboration. um First of all, why do you think there's so many people that are like, they want to be like these solo artists? They want to like, I have
Glad you mentioned artists.
I have a family member, and I'll try to be as general as possible. But we were talking about um, putting together, like helping them along in their business. There was a few of us kind of having this conversation. They said something along the lines of, "I'm not trying to split my business X amount of ways, right?" And
Hmm.
I was like, you know, first of all, you watch too much Shark Tank.
Right.
Secondly, would you rather have 100% of nothing,
Right.
or 100% of a little, or 50% of a lot, right? Why do you think we have these mindsets where we just want to keep these things to ourselves and not be like truly collaborative? You have an opinion on that?
I tend to think that the people who are really successful know how important collaboration is, and know how important networking and you know, and working together is. Um, and so I think it's a mindset that if you see it, then either you have to be comfortable calling it out, like you have been, that listen, this isn't how success operates. Success takes teamwork. You can't, you know, it's extremely difficult to do it on your own.
Yeah.
So I can't, I'm not going to venture into saying, you know, why people think that way. You know, for whatever reason, people think that way. It's just what it is. Um, what I know is successful people collaborate. Successful, wealthy people have a mindset where they share resources, and they usually share resources with people who they know will value the resources that they share. They won't share it with someone who doesn't appreciate it. And
Yeah.
so a lot of times we'll hear people say, well, you know, wealthy people are always hogging information, or they keep information secret. You know, a lot of times it's that we're not privy to it because we're not paying attention to it, or we don't think it's valuable, or we underplay it, or you know, we minimize the
Yeah.
value of it.
Yeah.
And so
I I I I think about just maturity, right, and just being exposed to different things. Um, you know, I had to get um a headlight. Yeah, I had to get a headlight replaced, right? Um, as I've gotten older and more successful, right? I mean, it is what it is. And just more like in tune to what's going on. I just value my time so much more than I ever have, you know? And like, first of all, I can't ride around with like one headlight.
one
And
headlight.
then but then there's like a recall, so then they can't bring me in to fix that until they get the part for the
So
recall. So now they call, we'll call you when it's, So long and short, they finally call me back a couple weeks later, and then they put me out another week. I'm like, okay, you know
mm-hmm.
what? We're gonna do both of these headlights while I'm here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't have another
3-4 weeks or a month and a half.
Should it happen again, right?
Right.
Relatively soon. And I think about how, you know, 5 years ago, definitely 10 years ago, I'd have been like, oh, there's one headlight out, replace that one headlight.
Replace that one.
Right. And
If
it's not
that,
about, headlights aren't terribly expensive. It's about the value of your time and the things that you can accomplish in that time, right? And you need, sorry, it's the wealthy people understand how valuable their time is, and I think that goes along the lines of just being on a different frequency as it relates to like um education. What should be emphasized? When I say about education, I mean education of sort of whatever business that they're in, not necessarily formal, but just understanding how things work. And
absolutely,
I think I have a long way to go, but I definitely have come a long way.
for sure.
And I think that the things that you're doing on the financial end, um, the education you're providing, the services that you're providing, really helps people sort of take a look at this passive income, right?
Absolutely.
And just how important it all is. Ultimately, it comes back to us, our money earning years and potential, and how do we want to spend that time.
Yeah. And what type of legacy through your life's work, once you're not here, whenever that will be, what legacy are you looking to leave behind?